classics fan. I'm Grant Tommy, helping you build your hot rod and your confidence without a ton of money. And as you can tell, we are in Project Below Fairmont, cruising around on this beautiful Saturday morning. Thought I would get some miles on the car before I tear into the heads, which is what we're doing today, well, tomorrow, on the show. Right now I'm heading to O'Reilly's to pick up some oil for an oil change in my truck, even though this car needs an oil change in the worst way. In the almost 2 years I've bought it, I haven't changed the oil. Granted, I haven't put probably more than 250 miles on the old gal in the time that I've owned it, but the oil was black when I owned it, and it's just that, and oh, there we go, almost fell on our face there. Thought I was gonna die. That, and it leaks everywhere, so I need a high mileage oil to make sure that we can reduce the oil leaks. I'm not gonna fix it with just an oil change, but anyway, let's fast forward it to Sunday and let's start tearing into the motor. Alright, welcome to Sunday. It is Deconstruction Day, but as I was laying in bed last night, I got to thinking, you know what? The exhaust has to come off first before we, get really hardcore into taking the heads off, the headers, and all that stuff. So I thought, you know what? Since I'm redoing the exhaust as part of all of this adventure, that now's the perfect time to do a before and after kind of clip. Well, and I have to cut off the tailpipe section because I want to go have that rebent and remade in the 2.5-inch diameter pipe. So I'm going to do a before, what it sounds like now, then I'm going to cut off the muffler, see what it sounds like then, and then we'll have those clips for the future to do a side-by-side when we get the Flowmaster. So we're going to take the car out here around the block just to warm it up first before we give you that stock clip. One pump. That's awesome. Of course, I drove it yesterday, so that always helps, but that was awesome. I hope you enjoyed that before and after. It doesn't sound too bad straight piped. Obviously just the end kind of like gargles or whatever you want to say, not quite a crackle, but I'm actually amazed how close in size the 50 series is to the stock. I thought it was either going to be longer substantially or shorter, but I mean it's like about 1.5 inches total body size, so that's awesome. The only difference is, of course, I've got a center inlet, but that's okay because I'm going to be doing all new exhaust when I turn that H pipe into a Y pipe. So I'm going to take this tailpipe section to a local guy who does exhaust, have him bend this up for me in 2.5, because this is 2.25 here at the tailpipe section, and we are at 2.5 inches on the Flowmaster. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. It sounds good. I'm tempted to actually just throw the 50 series on the end of the existing tailpipe just to see what happens. You know what the heck? I'm going to do that. looks like I've ran into my first issue. I'm not going to be able to do a little mock-up on the 50 series because I do need an offset. I am going to need an offset in, offset out. Looks like, or make a really tight S-curve because of the exhaust wants to run in the drive shaft loop, and then where the chassis of the unibody, I know you guys, there we go, where the muffler is going to sit and tuck up nice in here, but I can't make that transition. I mean, I could try maybe doing a really tight S-curve, but that seems like a lot of work. So problem is, I got this muffler for Christmas, so I'm going to probably have to try to look at selling it on the private market to try to get my money back to be able to afford a new 50 series muffler, offset in, offset out. But the good news is like that's the muffler installed. It's on down the road after doing the head swap and all that stuff, so I've got time, so we'll see. Well, the fun is over, at least for now. It's time to, well, start deconstructing the old gal. So we're gonna get it up on jack stands. We're gonna drain the oil, maybe drain the antifreeze. I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet today. I do have a niece's birthday party parade thing to do, you know, since we can't actually go see them. So that's gonna come by time a little short today, but let's get to it. And this is how much torque I expect to have when I'm done with the head swap. No, I'm just kidding. But I did want to say another reason why it was important for me to do the parking brake cables. We're going to throw on the parking brake right now. Definitely overdue for an oil change, but now that it's up on jack stands, I think I'm gonna sawzall out the rest of the exhaust up to the headers to where we can yank the headers out. So, yep. And then I think, well, I'll probably just pull the spark plug wires and boots right now, but label them for what cylinder they are as I go. So another aside, here's the stock exhaust, and here's my new H-pipe. So we'll see once we get the head swap done, headers on, we'll test fit the H-pipe first, and then we'll figure out how best to turn it into a Y-pipe. But my thought, what I really want to do is cut it right here at the cat. And leave this kind of as is for the time being, and try to pick on this as the intersection point. I'm even thinking, like, if I do it right, maybe if I even just flip the cat, rotate it, it might send pipe in the right spot, but we'll see. I mean, I don't mind keeping cats. 4 seems a bit ridiculous. Obviously I'll have to plug this O2 sensor bung here, but worst case scenario, like I said, I'm going to I'm going to leave this connected till I'm done. I'll probably just like weld a bolt in the end of it to plug it. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything to leave it there. We're not going to make enough power to really affect anything, but so that'll help keep this relative to that. And then I could even, you know, if I do it catless, I can go just a straight pipe connection that way. And then I'll find a collector down here. I'll cut it here and go 2.5 or 2 1/4 into 2.5. So right after they merge together, they'll go up to 2.5 inch exhaust. Whereas back here, it's 2 1/4 up there. I think this might even be 2" here. It was definitely 2 1/4 after the muffler, but it's probably all 2 1/4. So anyway, I mean, that's all we're really gonna upsize is we're gonna basically, once they merge into 2, we'll go up to 2.5" diameter. I didn't get as far as I'd like. I mean, I pulled the cap off the distributor. It's really not that much, but I will tell you, working on something of this era with all the emissions stuff, we got vacuum lines galore. I feel like I'm gonna need to take some time, study it a little more as I'm removing things, so it's okay. I probably need to be a little more methodical. But we gotta have some fun today. I liked how the car sounded straight piped. Leave a comment below if you think the same. But if you missed the whole reason why we're starting to do this deconstruct, well, that's because we're on part 2, the GT40P head swap. You can catch part 1 over here. Why don't you go take a look at that if you haven't already. That's gonna do it for this episode. Like, comment, share, subscribe, pick up the straight 6-fan Pistons tee, link to my Spreadshirt store below. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this episode. Until next time, peace out.